flip you around. We got to get down to the fishing spot yet. I think I need to clear out the camera. It's a little blurry.
We're going for the big carp.
Yeah, yeah. We'll talk in a second, guys. Let me get you on the trail and clean this camera off.
I do got to ride for some bass and something.
How you doing?
Good luck.
Thank you.
This is the spot I lost my bike.
Alright guys, let me clean the lens here. It looks a little nasty. Hope that fixes it. Oh yeah, that looks golden. Alright guys, well, welcome to Anything Is Possible. Came on a little bit early. We got to go down and check out the spot. The water, even though it didn't rain today, I think the water level may actually have come up. So, we're not exactly sure where we're going.
What we'll do.
But we're rigged for carp. I got Kevin over here with me with his shaved head. Picture day was today, right?
Uh-huh.
Did you get your picture taken? Okay. Who's in there? Hapless angler. My hands are full. Gonna have to catch the I think that's Yellow Shirt Dad and Hapless Angler. Sorry if I missed anybody. My fingers pinched in between this tripod holder. Beautiful day here on the trail. Gonna get down to the creek and set up for carp.
Probably gonna be more ugly on the creek.
Yeah, probably.
Brown, doo-doo water.
Figured a little something different. Show you guys the walk-in. Kind of regretting it already because this bucket's heavy and my arms are getting tired.
Want me to hold something?
Nah, I got it.
You want me to hold your tripod?
No, I'm good. I'm good. I might just have to take a break before we go down to the water.
I might stop on the bridge and look.
Yeah, we're going to go up top on this bridge, this old trestle, and look down at the creek.
I hope it didn't rain at all here.
It might have.
Right. Rain, I'm taking out that creek runs into here. Oh yeah, but we're going. Oh. No.
Hope everyone's having a good day. The weather here is, I think it's like 60s.
70.
Is it 70?
Yeah.
Well, it's dropping around now. So hope we're not cold.
We're going to see some winter content and fall trout stock trout fishing.
I don't know if you can hear Kev, but he's giving you the channel updates. We're going to be getting into fall trout. So we're going to be doing more lives and maybe some lives at the fillet table too. Seems like a lot of people are before school lives maybe. They say YouTube, you should get onto a schedule, but that doesn't work with our life.
This looks so good. It doesn't look that good. It doesn't look that bad. Ooh.
Do the best we can. We try to keep our long form content pretty consistent. It comes out on Fridays, and if we need to do a second one, it'll be Wednesdays. And then shorts pretty much almost every morning and every night if we got something worth showing off. Ouch. Hold on guys, I'm going to put my gear down here. I'm going to look out over the bridge here. Who we got? Hapless Angler. Now I can use my other hand, see who I missed. I think that's it. I know there's some silent people in here, which is cool. Probably working. Don't want to get fired. This is the bridge right here. And this is the creek. So that log is where we've been. You'll see Friday some of the monsters we've pulled out of here. And the water's a little bit lower. There's that huge branch I keep snagging. That's good to see where that is.
Where is it?
Right out there, right by that big boulder. So that's where they're going to try to run. We have to we got to catch them in this pocket here. And we've got to use pretty big gear because we got to stop these guys in a hurry, in current.
Catch right where that long branch is in the water?
Yep, there's a turtle on it.
The other one is right in between there?
There's a turtle on that log, you see him? I'm going to try to come down the far side here and just see if I can see any carp. The water's got some glare to it. So right around that turn is Spring Mountain Ski Resort. Pretty soon you're going to hear them pumping snow. Yeah, you can head down. I'll be there in a minute. Yeah. I like when the fish jump and kind of confirm where they're at. But I know that's asking a lot. Here's the other side of the creek here. I fished down at the dam and road bridge this past weekend and it was up a little bit, but not bad. Yeah, the one night we came out, it was pouring. Oh, what's we got over here? Is that a turtle up there? Let's go see what that is. See him stirring it up there. There's a pretty good pod of carp. We want to make sure I know where they're at. If they relocate, I'm going to relocate. That's got to be a turtle. Yeah. What? All right. I can't really get at them there if they're there, so let's hope they're in the hole that I think they're in. Thank you. Okay. Carpies, that's right, crappie fisherman. Carps. Carps with the S. I gotta go find my son, he left me. So this is where we put Kevin's bike last time and it got stolen. Looks like Kevin's dropping my gear halfway down the mountain. The leaves are starting to drop. It's beautiful out here. I'll carry the bucket. Let's see. Can you get that red? Hold on. I'll get both of them. Sorry, guys. See if I can get down here without breaking my neck.
Yay, let's hope Dad doesn't break his neck. Imagine that he did not.
Sure-footed as a mountain goat. But Kevin might. Let's see if Kevin breaks his neck.
Nope.
Not yet. He will, though. Not today.
It's a little...
Oh, you just stabbed me with a rod there, Bucky. Oh, we can get down on the lower spot. So it has dropped a little bit from when it was too high. So this will work. Whoa.
Should I bring the stuff down there?
Yeah, let's bring it down here. There's enough bank to work with here.
Let me put my shoes up here.
Okay.
I couldn't find my sandals.
All right, let's figure out the angle. I think I'm gonna have to put you guys in the water, actually. Let's do that. Might get bounced around a little bit here. I'm getting the legs of your tripod down. And then we got to get everything set up. We got the bait already made, so it should be a pretty quick.
I gotta go number 1.
Kevin's got to go to number 1. Make yourselves at home. Feel free to share your links out. Share your friends' links out. I'm going to make up some bait here. Let's see where I can... Oh, I forgot one of the tripod legs. Hang on. Enjoy that tree there for a second. Okay. Put you guys right here for now. I'll be back to chat. I got to get these rods in. Try to keep my bag out of the mud today, okay?
What bag?
All my bags. Any gear. I don't want it laying down in the mud. Got it?
Got it! I wonder what ate all those stinky pieces of meat we threw in.
One big, ugly, smelling catfish, that's what.
Or a fox.
You want to go show them the baits we're working with while we get these set?
Yeah. Let me Today, we're using chicken liver and corn pasty. This is not the stinky chicken liver. We got it today.
I'm going to put an extra rod holder up here if you want one.
Okay.
This is so slippery. You might see us crash a few times tonight. Brought the net today, so you guys watch Friday's video. You'll see Kevin swimming out here landing carp because we forgot the net. The water's getting a little colder this time of year, though.
Choices of the Lord.
I need a bait needle.
What lure do you think I should use?
I don't know.
Should I use a thinner?
I'm going to focus on carp. I would use a Ned rig if I were you.
Do you have any Ned rig?
Somewhere over the rainbow. There you go. Here's Kevin's butt. I feel like I'm an old man when I walk on this mud. This is where I'm going to be in another 2 years.
I'm going to be an old man.
Maybe an old man.
There's so much lures I can pick from.
Put some corn on the baiting needle here.
I don't know. Hello, Washington.
This bait stuff is so stinking small.
What if we had the other one?
Drop the bait stop. I need to get bigger bait stops.
You have any?
Yep, I got bigger ones. These are the bait stops we use. Ideally, you use the small ones, but I can't see the small ones, so I'm going to use the medium ones. Just start of degradation, old age.
Today I'm going to be bobber fishing. Whoa, nail.
frustrating.
They need to roll.
Ah, man.
What's that?
I'm gonna get it through here. Can you help me pull it through? See how it's in there?
Don't look there.
Got our pack bait right here. Gonna glob that on. I might lose some of it because I'm putting a lot on.
This thing is
All right, got one in, guys. Got one in. I got one more to rig up. See if I missed out. I know I missed a bunch. Curbside's in. Welcome in, Chad.
curbside, Joey? Or curbside?
Curbside Classics.
Oh, yeah.
Curbside Classics. Crappy fisherman still hanging out. Dry off my hands so I don't screw up my live stream here. Curbside say good evening. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, appreciate that. The Trout Fanatic is he's a good supporter of ours. Some of these young guys support us, but they can't, like some of them are underage where they can't even like comment. So we've got some youth watching, but he's a little bit older now. He's got a channel going. He's almost at 1,000 subs, so check him out.
Wow.
He's one of those, really true trout fishermen, and he ties his own flies and all that stuff too, which is
That
cool.
tells the truth, too.
Yeah, he's a truthful fisherman. Yeah, they get underappreciated sometimes because they don't have all the drama on their channel. But I like watching young people fish. They're super enthusiastic and, they're not phony. When you see an old person super excited, half the time I don't really believe their level of enthusiasm because I don't know how you stay that enthusiastic. Even if you love something, you just get tired. But you see somebody young, you just realize, like they're just getting into the sport and everything's the first time for them, and there's no
You can help them more.
yeah, you can't do that. It's never as exciting the second time, period. Now if you're watching us and we get hit on one of these rods,
Say take down.
you're going to see us aggressively fight carp, and it may not look like the normal way you might see a carp fought. But that's because we've got current up here, and these are big carp, and we've got a lot of structures. There's an old underwater like bridge foundation out here, and if you fight them the right way, they will wrap you around, and they'll be off immediately. These are smart carp. We've lost plenty here before we figured them out. So we fight them with the pretty big rods, pretty big setups, and we have the drag set where we might break them off, but you've got to take that risk or they're going to wrap you and definitely break you off. So we've got them figured out. I think the last 4, we've landed the last 4 out of 5. So our average is improving.
But in everywhere out of the pretty, I'm in 4 out of 5. Oh, wait. 4 out of 6. Oh no.
Right either.
No, I'm not. I never said I was.
Oh, you're correct. You're correct. Somebody better know you're right.
Hey, 2 plus 2 isn't 4. 2 plus 2 is 22. We're in your math kid. Is that correcting someone wrongly? Aww. Why do people do that? Wait, people do that. I'm a person and I do that. Okay, let me get my wet sobby socks. Scobby dobby doo. Try to catch a sunfish and lifeline it out on this bottle.
I'm putting my threading needle in the red box, Kevin. That's where it belongs, okay?
What did you say?
I'm putting the threading needle back inside the red box. That's where it belongs. Make sure it stays there.
Wait, does it belong there or does it belong in a package? That's a mystery.
Okay. Get the net set up and we're fishing. We are fishing. We're gonna get wet tonight, hopefully. Let me bring my bucket over so I can chat with you guys easier. Start with the pack bait, and if we don't do anything with the pack bait, we'll switch to the chicken liver. Okay. I wonder if I should move the angle a little bit. Let me move you guys over a little bit. Where the sun. Let's see here. Bear with me, guys. I'm going to get you adjusted, and then we'll be adjusted for the night, hopefully. Gets a little darker. I'll probably put you back on that angle. I'm going to sit on that log. There we go. That looks half decent. There you go. How's that look, guys? Welcome in. If I haven't seen you coming in here, I'll try to catch up now. We got Chad still hanging out. Randy from Randy Rhino Outdoors is in. Appreciate you, buddy. Hope all is well. Burn, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Crappy Fisherman says he's never fished for trout.
They're fun.
I don't. Yeah, trout are like little salmon, and I'm a salmon fisherman by trade, I guess. That's what I spent most of my years doing. They're just like little salmon. They're awesome, awesome fighters. They're usually find them in current, beautiful places. So yeah, they're great. I love catching them. Nice, yeah. Somebody crashed up on the bridge with fishing rods, it sounded like. Somebody just crashed on this wood trestle above us on bicycles. Yeah, I don't know. We got our rod. Ain't our rod. Take my niece, she loves fishing. Nice. Yeah, it's great to get kids out. Stuart the Fish Whisperer is in. Stuart's been doing lots of lives, tying up a lot of flies. Hope all is well. Say hi to Wendy for me. And I miss Sam. Where did Sam sneak in? Miss him? Well, hi, Sam, if you're hiding in there. Is that Sandy Hollis? Russian Wind Mountain, welcome in, buddy. I think I just saw you over in the chat that went into the whiteout up there in Canada, in Manitoba. Who was that? That was Coffee Walks and other stuff. I think I saw you in there. I was closing out my work day. Cat Claw Z, Journey to the Riverbanks. Welcome in. We're doing good. How about yourself? What's going on, buddy? Thanks for coming in. I see I didn't give you a wrench for some reason. I'll have to try to go back and give you the wrench when I get home. Guys, feel free to drop each other's links out there. Daniel Barry, welcome in. Glad you could join us. Good to see you all there. Yeah, I get that, crappy fisherman. Yeah, I guess, you know, that when you do have them, they're probably going to be stocked, and I don't know if they'll be in any creeks. Maybe if you have them, maybe they'd be near like dams if they drain out the bottom, cold water. Maybe that's where they would stock them. I'm not sure.
You find like a creek in the woods. There also might be some native and wild.
Not, I don't think in Texas though. I think,
Texas.
yeah. So that's why I was thinking of the reservoir that's really deep. The water on the bottom's cold, and around here, that's our best spots, and they actually will have native trout. But I'm thinking if they were going to stock somewhere, that's where they would stock in a state like Texas. I'm just guessing. I don't know. Boab. Apparently, Stuart says my name in Scottish or Scotland would be Boab. Bob. 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 That sounds like my name after about 4 beers. Yep, they are salmonoids. That is right, Stuart. Awesome. Wendy's coming in. Sweet, sweet. There she is. Hello, Bob and family. Everyone who is in chat. Hoping we get on some big ones. They're in the area. We know there are. You don't believe us? Watch the video Friday.
We got how much?
I don't spoil the video, but it was basically mud wrestling out here on Friday's video.
Let me just say we caught a good amount, and it was very fun.
Yeah, we had a good time. Yeah.
I swear, fishing with the kind of bobber I'm using is impossible to catch sunfish.
Kev's to the side of me trying to catch sunfish. But you know, the water is also a little cooler now. And I've noticed that the sunfish are pulling off the edges. So I think, you know, in a couple of weeks when the water all cools down a little bit, and then you get the warm day where the sides warm up, I think you'll have that reversal and sunfish will be on the edges, kind of like they are in the early spring. But last few weeks here, I feel like everything almost went into like a pre-winter pattern. They went deep.
Trout went deep, the catfish went deep, the carp went deep.
Yep, yep. Each body of water is a little different. Oh, I just zoomed. There we go. What time is it? It's like 5:30 p.m. here. I came on a little early just because we're going to lose light earlier and earlier, and never sure how long it's going to take us to get into the spot, and not sure how the spots are going to look, so decided I'd go live and walk in with it live this time. Yeah, there's something right around these rocks, Kev. Got one? No, I missed them. There's something right here. Watching that rod to the right, looked like it just had a little tap there. Sounds like a lot of traffic up there. A lot of traffic on the train trestle tonight. These rod holders, you talking to me, crappie fisherman? These are the top of the line Walmart rod holders. They're about, well, with inflation, they're about $2.99. They used to be like $1. And we've caught all our cats and haven't lost a rod that's been in the rod holder yet. So they've passed our test. There's no fish around here that's going to pull them in if they're anchored properly. You know, we have pretty hard dirt. So if you're in a sandy soil, you might want to test that out. But around here, the soil's pretty firm. And we haven't lost one yet. We've caught some big cats, and they've had them bent way over on them.
They're gonna die if you watch. We'll have like 2 feet of the rod holder sticking out.
Yeah, we've had them to the point where like the fish have been on for a minute and we haven't even known it. We looked around, the rod was just like almost bent to the water, and the rod holder does its job. Shad Daddy, welcome in. Pronounced Bob in Scotland, written Boab. Bob. That's right. That is right. Sounds better when Stuart says it. Shad Daddy, thanks for coming in. Good to see you here. At Academy, I thought they were. What is Academy? There's a lot of different companies out there that I'm sure make better ones. We have some heavier gauge ones for like saltwater fish, and they probably be better in sand because we use them on the beach. And it's just like a corner piece of metal, like a corner cut, and it just wedges in, but it wedges way in.
Caterpillar off of the surface.
Oh, looks like good bait. Go show them that. Look at this caterpillar Kevin just caught. Look how big it is. It was floating on the surface. I'd hook that thing up and cast it out.
On the bobber rig?
Yep. I'd throw that thing out. Something will eat it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Can you take that?
I don't want to hold it. Oh, no. I don't want to touch it. It might be an alien cocoon. I don't know. Joan, welcome in. Appreciate you.
Oh, this is
Hope
one.
you're doing all right tonight.
That's it. Looks like it's head.
Oh, you can't kill that thing. Put its face like that in the camera.
Why can't I kill it?
It's too cute. It looks like an alien. Let it adjust. Let me put my hand behind it. Okay. Creepy thing. All right, you can use it. It's creepy.
Can you take that green thing off?
You want me to take the trout magnet off?
What is?
I think it's an alien. Watch the camera.
I just saw it. I thought it was a leaf. It moved, and I'm like,
It's nasty looking. We got 19 awesome people in here. Please hit the thumbs up when you come in. Helps the algorithm. Gets the algorithm to carry our video out there more.
Best bait on town.
All right, send it out there, boy. You get hooked up, I'll turn the camera on you.
Oh, it's just gonna be sunfish.
I made a few rod holders out of PVC. Yeah, these the rod holders that I'm talking about curbside are PVC, and they have like just some piece of iron basically coming down. The ones that are like the iron shaped in a V, just I guess would help with sand where it's loose. But I've even seen catfishermen take straight up PVC and like put a little bit of it up, like a point to it, and stab them right into the soft mud. It just depends on your, like where you fish. For our area, I find that these are the most universal. You can put them up almost any spot we fish. So.
That was a big old.
Jones, a lot of people are having birthdays today. Today's Jones' birthday. Happy birthday, Joan, if it is.
Mr. Wenger's birthday, the science computer guy.
Yeah, one of your teacher's birthday. What'd you do for him?
Nothing.
Eat cake? He didn't have his class.
Happy birthday. To the teacher.
There's Trout Owl. Welcome in, Trout Owl. Hope you've been good. It's been a while since I've seen you in here. We've been just live on Tuesday nights. We haven't been doing as many lives because summer's starting to wind down and kids are back in school.
Which is boring.
But once the time changes, I think we're going to be doing, once they stock trout, we'll probably be doing some before school lives. So that might bring in a whole different crew, people that have different schedules, but we're going to do some pop-ups. We'll always do Tuesday nights, whether they're on the creek or in the basement. I'm going to keep the Tuesday night schedule. Crappy Fisherman says you could Texas rig that.
Texas rig what?
That bait. Eddie Lugo Studios. What's up? Brooklyn in the house.
Brooklyn?
Yeah, he's a Brooklyn bud. What's going on, buddy? Hope you're well. Thanks for coming in. Trying to catch you guys some carp tonight.
I can't promise you we will, and I can't promise you we will. No.
We're ready. We brought the best bait. I made an extra batch of it. I got the chicken lever, so we'll go. If we hit the hour mark without anything, I'm going to bring one of these rods in and put on the chicken liver with a little circle hook instead. Takes them a little time to get up to this spot, but I think we'll get them in here. I don't know what time it was when we actually cast it in. I usually like to time that and give it 30 minutes. That way we get fresh, more bait out in the water, even if there is still bait on the hook. At least you chum the area, I guess you could say. We've got a whole can of, we've got 2 cans of corn in the pack bait recipe, so we just throw that out there. The problem with throwing just corn is that's actually what they're eating. So you can actually, in my experience, get less bites because now you're casting out there and your corn on the hook is just 1 out of 500. So what we do is we make it into this pack bait. We throw the pack bait out there. The jello scent disperses almost immediately, so that spreads out. Then the panko breadcrumbs just dissolves in the dust really quickly. And the only thing you're left with is just a few pieces of corn there. And they kind of spread out that way. So that when they're poking around, this is how I imagine it in my head. It could be completely wrong. And then the carp comes along and sees a glob of bait, of corn, which is actually on your hook. So that's how I imagine it working. That's how I fish it.
Oh, it's so juicy. Green. Well, not for long.
But who said that? Crappy Fisherman, just for you? I'll throw a few extra baseballs out there.
My baseball.
Well, baseballs of chum.
Or you baseball.
Let's see if I can wind up. Now, I normally throw like a normal human being, but I'm on like, I'm basically on ice here, so I have to be careful.
Out goes the bait.
One more glob. Probably just made this a great fishing spot for tomorrow. Whose sister's birthday? Crappy Fisherman? Yeah, happy birthday to your sister. I missed that in the chat. Chat moves fast when you got a lot of people in here. I don't know how some of these channels do it with so many people in there. Oh man, 999 subs. We only need one more to throw Trout Fanatic to 1,000. Stuart just said he's up to 999. I pinned up his channel. He only needed like 9 more subs last time I checked before we came live. So I wanted to finish him off tonight. Carp fishing is something that we never did as children. I fished for almost all species, but my dad never really liked catfish or carp much. Kind of looked down at them like trash fish. That's probably because where we fished, they tend to be in the dirty areas. So, but around like where I live now, there are some beautiful places, and carp are just beautiful fish. They fight. like the hardest fighting fish that, you know, for their size. And even the catfish, I found some really awesome places. So something that I fell in love with for sure. The link should be at the very top of the comments. If you start scrolling up through the live feed, his channel should be linked right at the top. If not, if somebody's able, never feel like you have to do this, because I don't want you to feel like you got a job when you come to my channel. But if somebody wanted to share his link again in the live chat, that would maybe make it easier. But it's Trout Fanatic. I think it's just Trout Fanatic. Like there's any symbols or any letters. Hopefully he pops up for you. I'm sure he's in here watching if he's not commenting. And sometimes he's doing schoolwork and stuff. He might not be able to comment. But he's one of the guys always in the background. Awesome, Eddie. Appreciate it. Thank you. Bern, thank you, bud. Appreciate it. Awesome, awesome. So cool. Yeah, he puts out a lot of like, he's been fishing for a lot of brookies lately, and we have too, actually. We got a video coming out, and we probably caught, this video will be a couple weeks here because we're a little backlogged at the moment, but we probably caught close to 100 brook trout this last weekend. We went up to Kalahari, which is like an indoor water park. Kevin did some research, found out that there was this creek like right on the property, and like they really kept it quiet. Nobody told us about it. It's not even on the maps I was looking at. And it's a tiny little thing going through this big forest of mountain laurel. And we went down there and without really even knowing, except for Kevin's research, and we caught probably 100 brook trout. It was amazing. Got tons of great footage. It's going to be an editing nightmare, but lots of underwater, just beautiful stuff. So I'm going to try to make a, I forget what you call it, Stuart. You were telling me about this one night. I know it, the videos that are like pleasing to the sensations and just letting you relax before bed. There's like a name for it, but I thought about doing a video. Either it's going to be that completely, or it's going to kind of taper into that, where it's a kind of like a long video. It's just like nature and underwater footage of these brook trout. I don't know. I'll wait till I download it and look at it on the editing software, see what it speaks to me. Yo, Bulk, welcome in. The incredible Bulk is here.
Yes.
Nolan's here from Mission Discover. Mission Discover just, well, he didn't win the whole series, but he finished in first place for, I guess, the regular series for Some Fish King. There's a big tournament that Kevin and I participated with in the Winter League. He just finished the Summer League, and he's in the first place. And he's got the...
He's in first place?
Yeah, they just finished the regular season or whatever they called it, and then there's like a final thing. So he's got to go and try to win that now. ASMR, that's what I was thinking of. ASMR, Bob. Yeah, that's it. That's the video. That's the type of video I was thinking about doing. We'll see. We'll see what happens when I, you know, you record things and you really don't know what you got until you download it. But I've got plenty to do a good video though. I took enough peeks to know. And I did a couple shorts. So yeah, I don't know what happened with their shorts. We were getting like thousands of views. And then I put out what I thought were even better ones, and it went down to like 10 views. And the algorithms get so weird with YouTube. I try not to like worry about it, but I was upset a little bit because I thought personally I thought they were the best ones I've put out so far, and then to get like 10 views. But I'm not going to lose any sleep over the algorithms that YouTube uses. And it's sometimes I purposely put them out at a different time because I figure maybe somebody who never gets to see our channel because of when I'm putting them out, maybe it'll hit differently. So I don't know.
I think it's like trying to play.
I enjoy doing shorts. I enjoy putting them out there. I sometimes will have the kids pick out the songs for them. And I think it's just fun. There's a lot of like inside jokes between different channels with songs that we use. So I don't know, it's a good, I don't look at it as work. I try to keep it really fun. Yeah, that's right, Russian Wind. throw them out there. I don't know. I've read all the things, but they don't add up to me. And I work for a company that uses algorithms, and I know how little the experts understand. And you get a true expert that deals with algorithms, they'll tell you this, that you can set all these different data points to capture certain things. But once you exceed like 3 or 4 like points of interest or data or whatever you want to call it, it quickly lose control out of it. It's something that you can't perceive how it's going to react to certain things. So a little bit of motion on that other rod. What we got there? I think it's just stuck on a stick.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell you, I think I'm going to bring it in here. I'm going to bring in the one that appears to be stuck on the stick, and maybe I don't know. I wonder if I could put. Maybe I'll put a chicken liver right on that one.
With twine?
Yeah, with the twine, but leave the method feeder on and the small hook so that it chums even more. Let me try that. We got time. Let me do this. So if the chicken liver falls right off your hook, especially if you got to cast it any distance, which I do want to make a pretty good cast here. So we use this twine, which I don't use a lot because I don't really like to use much of it.
Guys.
I don't like to litter it, is how I look at it in the water. But be honest, usually it doesn't leave your hook. It usually stays on your line like forever. Even when you want it off, it's there.
Can't find split shot.
Look in the big pouch.
The big top pouch?
Yeah. If we got them, that's where they'd be. If they're not in the... And look all the way on the bottom. There's probably a couple loose pieces. There's a big piece right here.
Big split shot?
Yeah.
I'll take that. I don't know if this is from the railroad. See that nail?
Probably. It looks like a railroad nail. There's stuff on it.
Not that short. Oh, that. Corn stayed on. We need to order more fake corn.
I found some in the shed.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Did you bring it?
No. It's not. I don't think it's the floating type.
Oh, we want the floating type.
And as much of a pain this is, I think it still works a little bit better.
I'm testing my line out there. Mine out there. This rod does, it's either gonna be the tiniest bass in the a bass, or it's gonna be maybe a carp. Probably gonna be the world's record biggest sunfish. Is this rod fine like this in the camera? Because it's skinny, so it doesn't really see it, or move it out?
I would move it. It would irk me.
Oh gosh. Oh.
Did you stick it in right there?
Nope. Oh. Oh god. That's a workout.
Get it for me in a second.
I got it.
Oh, you got it? Sound like you were getting murdered.
That was a, oh. That's a carp.
Where?
Where that duck's going by, ran right over a carp and a carp jumped from it.
Are you sure? You guessing?
Well, there's a splash like 2 feet away from that duck, unless if there's another diving duck.
A couple diving ducks. Or
Sounded like a splash though, didn't it? Get that out of the camera.
Alright, so we got that.
I call this.
This guy's getting
bait.
chicken liver and a big big glob of pack bait. Hope he's hungry.
They are hungry. They should be hungry.
There's something out there.
Like
What is that?
Carp or mussel?
I don't know. Look. You see that?
No. Is it?
See it sticking out?
Yeah.
It was just moving.
Like a fin? Like that stick on top?
Yeah, it was moving though.
Smoothing.
Yeah. Unless it was like a weight hitting it or something. It was definitely like.
You think that might be a fish fin?
Might be. See?
Should I go on top and look?
No. Just telling you. You don't need to take any action. Just telling you. Look at it. It might just be water.
Oh, that's not. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's totally. Oh, yeah. Yup. No. Look. Save myself from falling. I just see myself. I'll give you 9 billion quarters.
If we don't get on them tonight, you're going to say no more fishing in this creek until we see them again.
If we don't get them tonight,
See if they've moved down around the corner. You know what I mean? Wait till I'll send you out with your bike. You find them again. You know what I mean?
yeah. You know what I mean?
Because I can't see them with the water level the way it is. Like we
Yeah.
did the first time.
But it can still go to some spots we know they're definitely at.
Yeah, the lakes, like Green Lane, we can hit Green Lane. You know they're going to be in there, whether they're feeding or not.
They're all over.
But here, I know if they're there, they're feeding this time of year. Just don't know if they're here. They eat up big time here in the fall. Always done good in the fall for carp. Crappie fisherman's out. Have a good night, bud, if you're still hanging. Vern, have a good night, buddy. Good luck, Boba and Kevin. All right, Russian Wind, have a good night. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, enjoy your sister's birthday. Tell her happy birthday from Minnie, Finn, and fam. Crappie fisherman, I've been there, man. Bluegill are the easiest fish to catch until they're not. and then you can't catch them and it's like, what the heck? Yeah.
The only time we need them, we can't really catch them.
And what's funny is like a lot of, when you're like looking for live bait, that's when the fish want them. You're like, oh, well, they're not really around as much, so the fish don't want them. Like catfish wouldn't be looking for sunfish when they're not as easily available. My take on that is just the opposite. Like they want the sunfish. They've been eating sunfish. All of a sudden the sunfish are gone. So if these throw them a sunfish, they want that sunfish even more. And you can almost prove that if you talk to any of the tackle shops down the shore, at least on the east coast of the U.S., when the when the fish are migrating in, a lot of the top, like the hardcore anglers, saltwater anglers, will buy from the south. They'll buy bait from southern areas where it's warmer already. Like spot, for instance, where we are. They'll get spot from like Virginia and fish with them for stripers before the spot make it up here, because they're looking for it, and you throw them what they think is the first spot of the season, and they're all in on it. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it.
You're wondering what I'm doing? I am catching Jeffries.
They can't see you, you're back there. Nobody's wondering what you're doing in the background. They can't see you.
Totally visible. I just caught two Jeffries trying to fight each other. Back you go.
Jeffries are crayfish, by the way.
Yeah.
He calls them Jeffries.
Everything's Jeffries.
He calls pretty much everything Jeffrey, to be honest with you. All right, let's see.
Oh my God, I caught him looking at the
I want to see one jump, just so I can like confirm exactly where they're holding. There's something jumped right there. Right. Yeah, I know it was a sunfish. Those signs of life. It's a sign of life, Kevin.
Ouch. Can you tell Mr. Jeffrey to stop pinching me?
What are you all fishing for? What are you guys fishing for these days? Anybody targeting a certain species?
I'm targeting crayfish.
Tim likes to fish is in the house.
Ow, stop.
Welcome in, Tim. Curbside, I couldn't agree more.
Oh.
When I used to guide on the river in Alaska, people would come in and they'd be, even other guides from other parts of the country would come in and tell me things, and I'd say, you might be right. What you're saying technically might be right. But I can guarantee you what you can go catch right now if you just listen to me. So maybe you can do better. But in my experience, you usually end up doing a lot worse. So listen to the guide or listen to the local input first. Take that information, use it, and then tweak it if you think you know something a little different.
Why are you getting guided then if you think you're the best at it?
Some activity up there. I wonder if they've moved up.
Where?
Just above the other side of those trees hanging down, way up.
Oh, yeah. You asked me.
Well, we baited this heavy. We're kind of tied to the spot now. Tied to the spot. We'll get them here. Yep. Yeah, it's fun watching how different, and it's cool to watch what other people do. I mean, I learned so much from watching other channels and watching how they fish a species that I've never even thought about, like the techniques that they use. And then I like to use the techniques I know to try to, tweak it a little bit after I've tried it. Like, after I acknowledge, like, okay, they definitely know what they're doing here. But you can always improve on things. Like, I think people in the catfish community maybe are just learning about back trolling. I forget what they call it, but I mean, I was brought up back trolling on salmon. That's all we fish. That's how we fish for them. Bump them right in the face. People are just realizing, it works for catfish. It should work for everything. They face up current for a reason,
Got 2 nails and a plate from the bridge.
Oh man, Kev's finding old railroad stuff here. Let me see if I can. Yeah, look at that. That's an old, what do they call them? Binder plates?
And we got a nail.
And an old nail from the railroad.
And
another straight nail.
This weird nail. I don't know if it came from
Yeah, that's another nail. Yeah, where's Boxcar Jerry when you need it? I think actually Boxcar Jerry might be live, so if anybody wants to check out another channel.
You said there was another nail over
check
here?
out Boxcar Jerry.
You said there was another nail over here?
Yeah, somewhere where I was standing, right off the edge. Might be. Well, where'd you get that one?
Oh, down there, right on there.
All right, well, let me look for this nail, because it was literally right in front of one of these rods. Oh, you got to make sure that. Yeah, it's right here. Yeah. Imagine I don't know if that was a guy or a machine. I guess it was a machine. Imagine the strength of the guy to bend that now. Who's going to carry all this steel that you're finding? Going to be leaving with 100 pounds in my bucket. What do you have on your rod, Kev?
What?
What do you have on your rod?
On the salamander thing?
Yeah, your little rod. Is that what it's on?
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't you cast it down that way?
Down here?
Yeah, off those rocks.
Why not?
Yeah, that's caught some good bass out of it. I mean, good, yeah, good smallies out of it.
Snag?
Yeah, snag.
Snap it.
Yeah, you can play with it.
Oh. Doing what I'm known for. It's a big one.
So you probably missed one if it snagged.
Look at it, tape and drag.
Come on, fish. Yeah, this is a good example, especially if I don't prove myself wrong. And I hope I do prove myself wrong, but this is an example of spending the time observing fish and not just fishing. Because when we got on them real good, we saw them in the spot. Just while we were out biking or something. I forget what, you were out biking.
I was out biking, I saw them.
You're like, wow, there's a whole pot of them. We came over and first night, I don't know if we caught any. Then we lost a couple the next night. And like a week later, we came back and they were still there apparently. And we just slammed them. But who knows? Could be the weather. Could be the weather. Who knows?
Caught over 2 quadrillion million bass.
Curbside, he said, you think you could forge those old nails into blades? That would be pretty cool.
What's that?
We found some old railroad ties and plates. That's about it, Nolan. That's about it. I rigged up one with chicken liver and one still with pack bait.
Which one should I put on for your smallies you said you caught over there?
Well, if you're going to fish it, I would use the...
The what? Huh?
Show them my recommendation. What do you... I would rather a Ned rig, but I don't know if we got a Ned rig. Put that back.
Bro, stop pushing me.
Punk.
Punk? Why do you always call me?
You're punk.
Listening to Mike too much. Go to
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool, Tam. Oh, getting taps. Second rod. Second rod. Let it go down, Kev.
I didn't even see it.
Yeah, we got a good pull on it. Yep, see it?
Oh.
Get ready, guys. Get ready.
That?
Wait, wait. Don't touch. It's a big glob of bait. Don't touch it back. Let him pull it down, and then once it's down, tighten. No, 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 no. Yeah, 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 yeah. Got him? Stay on him.
I don't think he's on.
No.
Nope.
Nah, too early. Okay, good sign though. They want the chicken liver.
That's chicken liver?
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta let him eat that up. Come on.
Oh. I thought that was pack bait.
No, that's why I said to let it go. We're gonna let it go till it's through that.
At least they tasted it.
Yeah, we need a bigger hook if we need on there. Let me get a different setup here. Let me think smart here, not rush it out there. Let me get a better setup.
Now it's a carp?
Yeah.
So now they're here. Oh, I don't know how many.
Here's my cutters.
Last time we went fishing for carp on the Perky, I was down at the call yard. Is that the size hook you're putting on?
No, just need to I need to swivel. I'm going to put a smaller hook on the end of this. Unless I have one. Where do I have one?
I heard a different way if the bass keep pinning the tail of your worm, how to rig it.
Short strikes, they call them. Okay, so I'm going to put a pretty large circle hook, but these are big carp.
Oh wait, I'm gonna tie it first. Sure. So you're playing that hook on? It's a big hook for carp. Oh, that. I thought you were talking about the bigger hook you were holding. Were you? No, should I stick this right here? Sometimes people would say that's the life of fishing, but I mean, is it life? Carp fishing, and trout. That looks pretty good. We're gonna put that chicken over there.
Yeah, it's already tied with that line, right?
Oh.
So it'll stay on there.
Then not.
So we'll put some on it.
That stuff is so good for using head bait. Sometimes if we don't have time flying, sometimes we've never done it, but I guess you could use like 1 pound test.
Now that's the worst thing you can put out there for the
Oh yeah,
fire.
because it's the line. But doesn't twine dissolve or something?
Let me guess.
Okay guys, it's math time. I thought people liked to learn about math. Oh, those are the tile plants that we signed. I'm done.
I may rig the other one up too with that same setup.
You are?
I may, I said. It means might. I may, I might not. I might not. Let me leave one that way, one the other way. All right, got the chicken liver on. See if we can get a hit there.
Say, if you don't know what the fish are eating, put different stuff on it. If you know what they're eating, stick to that.
Random fishing is in the house. That's awesome. One of my favorite channels to watch. I believe he's out from like Pittsburgh, PA. Yeah, he's got a really cool channel.
That's not that far.
Yeah, very close to us. Says, wish I was sitting out on the riverbank right now doing some carp and cat fishing. Unfortunately, I'm at work. Just stopped by to say hi and good luck out there. Thanks, bud. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're healing up. Glad to see you're back fishing again. Awesome, awesome. Just missed a pretty good nibble, but I had that pack, the small hook with that chicken liver. I don't know, they tear it off of there, so you're kind of stuck. If you're going to go chicken liver, I feel like I got to use the bigger circle hook and hope for a big carp. And here we've never caught a small carp here. So.
No. The only small one we caught was like 20 inches.
Yeah, Tim said he's out his way. Joe has a fun channel. Yep. Yeah, you know why I like Joe's channel? Is it's like, it's so simple, and it's probably hard to edit, but I mean, it's so simple watching. It's just like him fishing, and it's straightforward, not a bunch of nonsense.
What I like watching fishing is,
Kevin always says it, just get to the fishing, right?
Yep.
Stop the talking and start fishing.
and
A lot of
learning
point of view.
different techniques.
Yeah, he does a lot of just point of view stuff. Like, so you feel like you're out on that creek.
Me?
No, well, if you're watching it, you're the person behind the camera basically, because he wears the camera.
Oh yeah, we do that sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. Doesn't work so good on lives though, because you can't communicate with people.
As good as you can.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like I might be hunting one of these nights this week, and I don't know.
Hunting?
Yeah, with Lyle. I might go and take him out in the blind, but I don't know, to take the camera. I'll definitely film. I just don't know if I'll do a live out there. Can't really talk. I don't know I would want to make, if it's a live stream, I would want to make it somehow clear that there's going to be no talking. And it would be like one of those just channels if you want in the background. The only problem is it would be like this cool, peaceful, beautiful nature view with the chance of like, and you like somebody's going to come along and watch it and be like, oh, this is beautiful. And there'd be like a little doe walking out in this valley. And then all of a sudden, bam, and it drops over. I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want to shock somebody like that.
That's scary.
Can you imagine? Look at this lovely nature scene. Boom! Oh my God, they just shot Bambi. Oh man.
They killed
NJ! NJ Maniac, what's going on, buddy? How you feeling? How you
Feeling
feeling?
good.
Hope you're feeling better. He's been having all kinds of back problems.
Back problem?
I can relate. How many times have you found your dad laying on the floor, Kev?
Doing what?
When I couldn't get up and my back would go out and I'd just lay there.
0 times.
Right.
What? I'm not lying.
Right.
What did I just do?
Come on.
What in the world?
See that end rod go. Come on.
Up your rod? You know what? There's a different worm in here I'm going to use. Thick enough? Maybe. Can I use? Would it be good for bass? Probably.
I think there's a hole not far out right down here.
Yep. I remember seeing a hole and I was like,
Because the river bends right here, and then if you go straight, there's a little bit of a hole there.
did you say river?
Creek. Excuse my French.
What?
I call it a river. It's a big creek. Which is funny because the same body of water, 10 miles further down, what do you call that?
A river?
A river. So,
Is it a creek or is it a river?
it's a criver. It's starting to turn into a river. It gets one more dump in, but it gets the skipback. It gets added to this, and then it turns into the Schuylkill River. I think that's the order. Then the Delaware, then the ocean.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
What about the Schuylkill?
Way to listen. Good job. It said the skipback dumps into this, then this turns into the Schuylkill. The Schuylkill dumps to the Delaware, and the Delaware goes out to the ocean.
And then the ocean goes back to the Schuylkill. No.
Yeah, we call it crick here sometimes too. Yep. Crick. Down at the crick.
I love fishing at the creek, boys.
Sporks. We call it a spoon. It's kind of a cross. It's almost a fork.
Sport. Sport.
That's right. Let's see how smart these carp are. The only other thing I could do is put a, I should have rigged one, like a serious, I should have just gone all in with one for pot bait and one for meat. I could have put a long 10-pound leader on it. At this point, I think I have to play them out here. So it would be nice to have the third rod. You know, I wouldn't feel as bad pulling one rod off the re-rig. Could take that swivel. Let me rig just the end piece and I can make a quick change.
I can just. How do you guys think that my rig looks? I put a blue thing on there so it stops the weeds from collecting.
And the fish from getting hooked. It's going to stop the fish from getting hooked.
What?
You think that fish will still get hooked?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you want to see this? I'll pull the line up right in my hand. Oh. Does that answer your question? I hooked myself?
Yeah, I guess.
Want to see how this works? So weird. That's what looks so dumb my fish would eat it.
I'm going to take some 10-pound mono with a smaller circle hook and make like a little leader to this and then put a smaller regular style egg sinker on it and see if I can get them hooked up on that. More like a small channel cat rig almost. Which there are channels in here. Technically it could be a channel. But
What channels were here before?
there used to be a lot of channels, but then they got heavily fished out. Just a lot of traffic came in here from the city and cleared this place out in like one summer of catfish. It got us kicked out of a lot of parts on this creek too from littering too. I'm gonna somehow get more creek cleaning stuff. I don't like to toot our own horn for cleaning up the environment and stuff, but I think it's kind of important to put some content out. When you have people watching the channel, they need to see what anglers do to clean up the streams too.
No, so sometimes I don't want to clean up other people's stuff because they're responsible.
Right, it gets annoying, but somebody's got to do it.
No one does it, the whole world goes to the tippy top of that.
Yep. Yep,
That's
yep.
when the earth's gonna go by.
It's a little too much line here. Now where was that swivel? There it is.
Did you post out the video of where it says check your back seat? You didn't put that one out? Gotta put that one out. I thought I had it.
I'll get right on that, boss. Yeah, we got a funny short to put out. I didn't get to it yet. Silly.
Check your back seat. Check your back seat.
Don't spoil it. Okay. Jeez. Got me excited with that drag.
Big one. Pull and drag.
I think I lost count. A little too many loops there.
Whoa. You almost fall in. You almost, I almost fell. Okay, so I never really done this before. Carp? Swear it's this one first. That's a lot of weight.
That's a big rod. You
Oh.
gotta make that cast.
Oh yeah.
Not a lot. We usually put 2 ounces in it.
Oh yeah. I want to touch them today.
I think that'll work. Get some chicken liver on there. Nice bloody piece.
Oh, get that away from me. I'm not a big fan of bloody stuff. Oh no, I'm trying something new, kids.
Yeah, I want to make sure the hooks are still in.
I almost forgot to do the list. I missed my eyes.
All right. It's a little risky. I don't use chicken liver too often for carp. But once in a while, I feel like they want the meat.
I mean, there has been a couple times where I caught, I would be using this little hook.
12 people still hanging out.
Yes.
Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Doing everything we can to pull out a nice carp here. Yeah, mission discover, nothing. Absolutely nothing tonight. But we had one. We had one on, but nothing on. Oh, Josh came by from Carp and Catfish Baits Tips, Tricks, and Techniques.
Yes, sir.
We need some of those tips, tricks, and techniques, especially the tricks, Josh.
He reminds me of Carp and Catfishing the Outdoor Boys YouTube channel.
Yeah, yeah. That's a great carp fishing channel right there.
And catfish.
Yeah, him and his son Clayton. I forget the rest of the family. I know they're the Vickers, so I forget the rest of the family, but Josh is an awesome channel. Thanks for stopping by here, Josh. Appreciate that. See if we can trick one here. Josh, you ever use chicken liver? I know you guys are like, you use all the boilies and I don't think I've personally seen you use chicken liver. I'm just curious if you've ever tried that. Or maybe you're not even allowed in some of the lakes you fish. We're fishing a creek here, so kind of anything goes.
Watch your mouth.
That was not me. Somebody on the trail. Sound like they just injured themselves with their bike. Like the old pedals that had the teeth on it. Used to call that a bear trap when it would swing around and hit you in the shin.
Sounded like that.
That's what it sounded like. I heard the hit.
Yeah, I heard the hit. He's like
Steel on
playing,
bone.
playing.
And dropped an expletive and rode on. There's something feeding right in here, buddy. There's little minnows jumping out of the water.
Is it carp?
No, it's probably a sunfish.
What do I want to catch?
I want to get a channel cat out of here. The fact that I didn't see a carp surface tonight and I had that bump makes me think it could be a channel in here.
You know there's channels.
I know, but I think there might be one in here feeding that we can catch. We've caught some really big bullheads in the stream too. We caught some big browns just below here, didn't we? Down at the coal yard. And you caught two nice channels down there with Robbie's dad.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Is this even necessary?
We got 23 thumbs up. Appreciate it, guys.
I think I went a little too...
Oh, here we go. This rod number 1. Let's see if he comes back. That was definitely a carp hit right there.
Carp?
Yeah. Yo, he should come back for that one.
That one's chicken.
The rod closest to you. Now this is corn. Rod number 1. One closest to me.
So that should take quicker than a chicken liver.
Yeah, I mean he hit it and missed it. He hit it hard though. Could just be on the pack bait. We're gonna give him time to come back and hit it.
Could have been his tail.
But rod number 2 is getting hit too. Here we go, guys. They found us. I don't know how, but they found us. Who knows what movie that's from? You saw that movie, the drive-in theater, Kev. Gonna let him take it down. It's a circle hook, okay? Oof. Get ready. Get ready for the run. I'll hook him up. Just wait. I'll hook him up.
It's definitely a carp chewing on it, not hitting it.
Come on, take it down, baby.
I don't know.
Come on. Come on.
Come on. I'm just looking for one split shot. That's all I need. Just.
Let him go.
That looks trusty, musty, dusty sauce.
Chicken liver's a little trickier with the circle hook. I gotta give him time to take it. It's very hard to set the hook and hook him. He's gonna have to hook himself with that setup. Gotta give him time, and then if I get no action for like 10 minutes, I'll check the bait, see if he stripped me. But
Usually they.
it's definitely harder, in my opinion, to hook one on that, but I wasn't getting anything on the corn, so I tried it and got hit immediately. So here we go, it's back.
Number 1 and number 2. Yeah. Don't mind. Do you bite?
Last time I didn't give them enough time. I feel like I'm giving them too much time this time. They're really,
If you want.
no, they really should be bending way over. It might be a bullhead.
Set at the hole. Oh yeah. Did not so pleasant. Why did this one choose to?
Good hard hit there.
Ooh. Knocking. Oh, this is hard. Ooh. Oh, this is hard.
I think we got a bullhead playing.
Let's run with that. And when it goes all the way up, bail down. Right back down.
I think we got a little bullhead flying.
I think it's a carp.
Nah, I think it's a bullhead. Because some of those pulls would have been huge.
They were pretty big.
Nah, that was nothing. Yep, Tim, we got the lazy fish again. Look at him. He's tugging, but just doesn't know how to do it.
He's dumb. He does not know how to be a fish. That makes me wonder, how does he eat in the real world? They don't know how to eat a hook.
Come on. There we go. Come on.
Come the pup.
Tells me he's got a small mouth if he hasn't taken that in. So
It's a carp.
that's not a carp. Give you $5 if that's a carp.
Bet?
Yep.
But I gotta reel it in.
What are you going to say? No, it's not a carp.
What if it's a channel?
Well, channel would set it by now. Channel would be on that by now.
What if it's a small channel?
He'd be on it.
What if the channel was the size of a bullhead?
They're not the size of bullheads.
Some are.
Not this time of year. Even the yearlings would be bigger than that.
You think so?
I know.
You think so?
Probably a turtle.
Don't bring that up. Turtles are friends.
That's what we got here. Don't drip on my where I gotta sit.
I didn't drip.
Sure you did.
You want me to wipe that off?
I want you to lick that off. Tell me
I
that's
will.
not blood.
Now you have to sit on a wet bucket.
I'd rather sit on a wet bucket than a bloody bucket. Dum
No,
dum.
it's only 3 drips. Still,
Ridiculous.
you're ridiculous. If you don't mind, I'm gonna move my rod down.
So you just set it up for catfish, didn't you?
I don't know, did I?
Looks
Put
like you,
something weird on. Yeah, I never caught a fish on this, and I never even tried. So.
yeah, you can catch a lot on that setup. It's a good setup.
You think?
Yep. What size hook do you have on?
I don't know. A bass hook?
It's got a bass size hook with a chunk of meat. This is how it usually goes down. Kevin usually throws something together and casts out and ends up getting the big one. It's in the right spot. It's got the right bait. Wherever you want. There. Yep, it's picked up again.
Is that good?
Yep, looks perfect.
Is that possible I can catch a fish on this?
You got your drag set?
Yep.
Okay.
just cast the rod that was having hits out?
No. I know it's getting taps though. I've seen a couple taps. I'm watching. It could happen at any time, Kev. I am watching.
I know. What happened in 3, 2, 1. Oh.
And I always feel like this with our lives. It's like, we end up leaving in the best time. So, which means like right as we're wrapping up, you still have a high percentage chance of catching a fish. And a lot of our lives do end with fish caught right at the last few minutes. But we just have to, we both work. I work in the morning, Kev goes to school in the morning. Our night trips are limited this time of year. As far as what's going on with the channel, we got a video coming out tomorrow at noon.
I got Happy Cricket.
We got another video, long format, coming out Friday.
It's Mr. Cricket.
And I don't know, this weekend I think I'm going to be up the mountains with Lyle.
Hunting or just getting the blind?
I think we have to help my dad take a stand out of the trees where we used to hunt. And maybe we'll shoot a live up there of some type and walking around the woods.
If it does look in good conditions and you do hunt, please shoot a bear for me.
Yeah, I don't think hunting's in up there. It's only down this area.
I was gonna say.
Bear's definitely not in. Yours is going to get torn up, buddy. He's going to take your rod and it's going to be see you later.
My drag is made for like gas. So.
Yo, Ted, what's going on, buddy? Welcome in.
Yo, Ted,
Off the Hook Outdoors. You back from Maryland now, or are you still down there? I feel like you've been down there like a year now. You got to be back, I guess. If that little rod goes, I'm seriously just going to, I'm not even going to help. I'm just going to film and wait for the rod to snap in half because it's going to get wrecked. It's going to be funny.
It's gonna be so funny.
Catching nothing. We're catching a whole lot of nothing, Ted. I'm trying to catch carp. The second rod here has been getting nibbled pretty good, but I put a piece of chicken liver on it. So there are channels in here too. It did not look like a turtle bite. It was fast, and so I think it might be a bullhead or a small channel. I don't think it's a carp.
You said turtle.
I think on the little rod, I think he put chicken liver on.
Chicken liver with
Little
4
piece of
sliding
chicken
wings.
liver.
Yeah, that might sound ridiculous.
All right, and your son's got a ball game. Nice, nice.
I have a ball.
I hope he wins. Is he a pitcher? I feel like I saw something about him pitching before. What position does he play? Yeah, it's him, chicken liver. Did I answer that? Oh, it's Bud Files came in. I knew something happened. The thing scrolled up. Welcome in, Bud Files. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
If you guys are popping in, remember to hit the like, please. Thumbs up. Appreciate it. Gonna stay out here till we lose light. I did bring my flashlight tonight in case the bite starts going last minute here.
Come, Mr. Craig.
It's creepy when people walk across that trestle above us. I saw the goldfish. Did you have a picture there of the channel cat? You gonna do a video on that? I missed that one. There's little. Oh, there we go. Second rod.
Second rod, second rod.
Those goldfish are deceiving. Those things are like footballs. I've reeled a couple of those in before.
We reeled one in chicken liver.
Yeah.
At the...
With a hickin or something. I haven't caught one down there. It was like a football. It looked like it would be real little.
We caught one at Center Point Pond.
Oh yeah. We caught a huge koi there. I'm talking about that little goldfish.
Oh, goldfish.
That looked little, so we were like, oh, that's nothing. And I couldn't get it in. I had it on the trout rod. I'm like, what is going on with this thing?
Isn't that a penny packer?
Penny packer, maybe. Penny pack. Couldn't get the darn football in.
When we were doing the 11 Creek Challenge, that big rock you stand on, didn't you catch like a comment? Like a...
I'm putting out a shirt with the channel. I think the channel. I'm thinking he means short, but maybe it was real. It was a world record. If you're going to put out a shirt, it must have been a really good channel. Being a smart ass. He means a short. I said ours.
Turtle didn't say the curse word.
Tim, there's really not many small fish in here. I mean, we've caught 4-pound bass. We've caught near 5-pound largemouth, 4-pound smallies, 20-pound carp,
2,000 million pound
probably
oyster
12,
cracker
15-pound channels. We really haven't caught many small fish except bullheads.
and sunfish.
Yeah, it's my sunfish, but I mean, for their species, everything we catch here is, there we go, that's a pretty good one. Next time you get her, I might reel down on them.
You think?
Yeah.
I would have picked it up after that.
You can get that.
How many times have we caught bass and chicken liver?
One's down there.
No, buddy. That was on chicken hearts. Boyd Park was chicken.
Or it's just a different organ. It's an animal, literally.
Yes?
What do you think? Chicken heart. What do you think that comes from?
Chicken.
What part of it? You need an anatomy lesson. It's a heart. It's literally a heart.
It is?
A chicken heart? It's
Can
the
you eat
heart of a
chicken
chicken.
hearts?
Yeah. Lungs are the lungs of a chicken. He's on this thing.
No, he isn't.
Yes, he is.
What is it?
Oh, he's off. He was on it.
Was it a carp?
No, I think it was a little bullhead.
I'm getting the net ready.
Did you guys see that? He was on that.
No wonder we were having it. I'm happy we got that out of the water.
He was just sitting there sucking on it, apparently.
So he's so dumb.
Alright, that's not really what I wanted anyway.
That's not that far. And mini rod I can only catch it that far and I have more weight than you.
I don't want to go any further. If they were any shallower, I would have seen them from the bridge. I think they're out towards the middle a little bit. It's starting to get chilly. I'm getting cold.
You're crazy.
Well, I'm still feverish.
I totally still.
Only took me 4 years to catch the world's deadliest virus, but I got it last week. Finally tested positive. But I feel a lot better today.
What I hate about
Ted said he put koi in the pond and goldfish 5 years ago. They're 2, 3, and 4-pound goldfish. 1.5-inch channel cats and bass shell cracker hybrid. Yeah, that's awesome. That's one of the cool things about a pond, you know, that you stock is like you can see the success of it. It's pretty cool. I always thought like if I had big property with like where I could put a big pond in, which I kind of do, but we have so many different rules. We actually used to have a lake in our yard, but the creek used to be dammed and then they broke it open. Yeah, you look on a map sometime, I'll show you. It's on a map, it's still a lake. That driveway going back to Mike's house was a dam. That whole area where I hunt, that swamp, was all, it was all a lake. No, before, when I was younger, people used to go there to ice skate. That's how big it was. Yeah. But now we tried to do that and we got warned that we would be in trouble if we tried to put a lake down there. I said, man, it's literally a lake on the map though. But I would think it would be awesome to have a big enough lake. You could really raise plenty of meat, you know, to really not live off of, but definitely to make a meal or two a week. Kind of what we do off the wild, but it would be a lot more
that's basically like that.
planned in your own lake.
Where our houses that fall, there's like a little lake back there that's private. Houses around it.
Our house? I don't know what you mean.
By our house. You go.
I'm talking about on our property. I'm talking about our creek. That was a lake.
I'm talking about another private lake that we should have lived by.
Oh.
We could live by.
Yeah.
But,
only if your dad was a millionaire.
Are you a millionaire?
No. Am I a millionaire? No, boy.
How much money do you have?
Not much. You probably have more money than I do. Yo, Fish Head Videos, what's up, buddy? Tim said he caught a largemouth on frozen shrimp a couple weeks ago, fishing for catfish.
Where?
You know, we catch a lot of largemouth on chopped up sunfish. We've caught a lot on like fish heads and fish tails.
Caught 2 at Mom and Pop-Ups.
Yep. Yeah, while we were catfishing up my
That
grandparents.
video posted yet?
I think that's tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, but I didn't put a lot of that in there. I kept it to,
Just a cat.
yeah, yeah.
Kitty cat.
Yeah, welcome in Fish Head Videos. That meal looked good. You cooked up last night. I watched it last night.
I wanted to eat it.
He did a chicken on the barbecue with, it was chicken. What was the fish? Oh, lobster tail.
Lobster tail?
I blocked it out because I'm allergic to it. It looks good. Looks really good. He did it on the grill, but with the smoke box to give it some smoke. Ted said he's been feeding the fish high protein along with minnows for 5 years. The bass are getting big. Yeah.
What do you feed the koi?
Caught a bass on a hot dog in Florida. Go figure. Yep. Hot dog's like classic. I catch Slim Jim is probably another survival bait. Like, I think if I had to go survive, I would take like a trout magnet and like a piece of beef jerky or a Slim Jim.
If I had to survive, I'll take just like eliminate hooks. That's it.
Yeah, hooks
I
is
can
all you
find
need.
Worms, salamanders.
So winter comes.
That Then
Yep.
I'll use leaves.
Living's easy in summer, boy.
And I'll pack.
Wait till everything freezes
I'll
up.
pack snow with that yellow stuff, because that would actually make it into a ball better. Yeah, I'm talking about surviving, people. I'll do that.
I'm not
Get my
even.
sock, wrap it around it, put that on a hook, and cast that out. Oh, I think a sock's too big for a trout.
I can't even follow that thought process. Let me check the first rod. Freshen that up, maybe. I'm bummed that the pack bait hasn't gotten a hit.
Too. Since we caught all the fishies on, you know.
You saw the picture of this live. That came out of this spot.
Which, do we do a live here?
No, the picture that I used for the thumbnail of this live, John Parker from Real Time Catfishing made that for us. Strip.
Right?
Strip, that's a good sign.
That is a very okay sign.
Very okay sign.
Not a very good, not a very bad, not
It
very
even took the bait lock.
big.
Yeah.
Is it still on?
No, it took it off. It said it took it off.
Oh, how does it get the corn off then? Same way you put it on.
He must have taken it off. He took that off, and then he took the pieces of corn off.
And then he
And then he
slid
put it back on.
What?
And then he put it back on.
And then he sucked on it. And then he spit it out, sucked on it.
Smart fish.
They are. You watch that video of the guy fishing for perch under the ice. They keep sucking the minnow in.
That's I don't think he came in tonight. That's I think roll.
Ooh.
I don't know how to pronounce that.
He has to ask us how.
Yeah, I think that was his video. He did underwater video on. He's up in like Canada. I think Saskatchewan. Did a video underwater ice fishing. The perch just staring at it. Staring at it.
Sucked the minnow. Didn't even get the hook. Not even the tip of the hook or any part of the hook.
It kept sucking the minnow in and spitting it out just like the tail of the minnow. And just right up to where the hook was.
Fish are smarter than you think. Sometimes they're dumber than you think.
Yep. It's the truth, just like people. Usually dumber though.
Huh.
If people were fish, we'd be extinct, fished out within minutes. I'm serious. It would be like
People fishing with hot dogs. People grab it, put it on the burner, eat, get up, with their mouth. If anyone had to catch me, they catch me with a fish. Put a fish on the hook and catch me with a fish.
look what they do for government handouts. They'd be over in a second. Be easy to catch a human.
Especially the people who love donuts. Donut, put this like hooks all over it, and they'll just think it's a design you get because they like fishing and eating hot dogs and stuff. Put a hook on it, and they'll say, "Oh, looks like a painting of a hook." And it'll be a hook. Probably what some fish think. Oh, my favorite bait. Oh, look, my mom and dad put a hook Let me bite him.
He goes on and on, guys.
Yeah, I do, because I'm a chatty boy.
He's a chatty boy. What do you call a chatty boy? I know you call Chatty Cathy is a chatty girl. You know what they call a boy. I think we're gonna look down. We're gonna look down there, and your rod's just gonna be gone. Is what's gonna happen.
I'm watching. I really watching. That's a big piece of bait, yo.
Not for the fish on there.
This word after its mouth is like that. But now what's hard is when we sit that down, if we have a hit right away. Could be the fish eating the corn and hook can be in its mouth, or it can be just sucking on the pack bait.
What I'm going to do tomorrow or the next sunny day after school, Kevin, your job is to ride the trail looking for carp. I'm going to pick out the next hole that we're going to go fish.
My rod's hit.
And then we just have to make sure they get them on schedule for them to perform on Tuesday nights.
My rod's
That's the problem going live on a fixed day like this. The last month or two, they just haven't cooperated. The fishing's been actually really good. Just they have not read the calendar correctly.
I'm having like little hits. I'm gonna just pull that and set it.
Yeah, I keep seeing that in that hole. I think that's the smallmouth right there, Tim. Tim says he keeps seeing a fish jump right there. Pretty much right where I told you. You don't listen to me, Tim. You don't listen to me.
You said 12 feet out. That's 5 feet out.
Florida's heat's breaking a little bit. Everything is better without the oppressive heat. Yeah, man, that's for sure. I can't imagine living down there. I'm not good in the heat. Steve Locke, welcome in, buddy. Good to see you. Appreciate you visiting. Good to see you there. Trying to get a carp on or a cat on before we leave tonight. It's been slow. But I don't know why I feel like a failure when our lives don't catch any fish. Yet I can do a live in the middle of winter sitting in my basement, and so I try to keep that in mind. It's kind of the same thing. But hopefully with the chance of catching some fish. But we do try to put you guys in the right spots, and I've been thinking about maybe moving it inside unless we know for sure we're in a good hole. When we are in a good hole, but they just don't seem like they're interested tonight, and maybe the fish have moved out of this hole. We'll see. Is that it's jumping a little tiny bass? You know what he's eating? Look, we got a hatch going on. Look at all these bugs right here. I better put my lights on. So if I catch anything, I want to make sure you guys can actually see it. Wear my hat. You ever noticed that 40, 50-year-olds are wearing their hat backwards again?
The what?
A lot of the adults my age are starting to wear their hats backwards. We used to do that in like high school, and it's back. Like the same group of people, 30 years later, are wearing it that way again. They think it makes them look younger, but guess what? It don't. Got something?
No. I don't think my drag. Hey, because I'm going to wait it and my line is going. I can say that's better than me.
All right. Now we're prepared.
Prepared for what? World War 10 billion?
Better make sure I pick up all the trash before we lose light.
I totally did it, just stubbed my toe.
Definitely going to do some live soon from her basement. and just kind of go over tackle because I've got boxes of gear thrown all over the place that I need to organize. So if some of our chats, I'll probably just be doing that while I got a live running. And we got a nice pool table, so I was thinking if I just load the pool table up with crap that we got to clean up for the night, and I'm sure we'll be having all kinds of stuff to talk about when I'm going through the gear. And then if Kevin helps me clean up, maybe we'll shoot to end the live. Maybe we'll shoot a game of pool. Watch me whoop his butt. Playing some billiards, some 8-ball. See anything skill at the pool
I
table?
don't know why Mom says we should get rid of the trampoline. I don't know. We should have our fishing gear on.
Yeah, our trampoline is literally our fishing holder outside.
She said just throw that in outside for no use. Well, we throw that away. You want to buy another $500 rod holder thing?
Shad Daddy.
Shad Daddy?
Shad Daddy's in the house. What's going on, buddy? Thanks for coming in. Tim said, you know how they say there is October lull in deer season? I always felt there was a September lull in fishing. Yeah, I think there is. I think it has to do with the temperature changes. Really?
You're not watching. Oh, you're blinding me.
You see it now?
I can see it.
Let me blind you some more till you don't see it.
Sure, do it. Yes, too scared. Too scared.
I want a takedown. If it's not a takedown, I don't want it. Alvin Lewis, welcome in, buddy. Thanks for popping in. Trying to get on a last minute fish here before we call it a night. Set up pretty early, 6:30. It's probably like 7:15. Let me see if it tells me the time. 7:10, not too far off. Could probably go as late as 8. Brought the lights, but if we don't get any nibbles soon, probably pack up at dark. It is a school night. Yep. Ooh, first rod. That's pretty good lull right there. I think might be on it. Might be on it.
Oh. Don't pick it up unless if you're setting it. Is that a circle hook?
It's a carp. That's a carp ray.
Oh.
This one's getting hit too.
I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's a sunfish.
Maybe they're turning on. That's weird. They're casted pretty far apart too. They both got it. We want a big takedown.
Rolling.
Yeah. Nope.
You realize that's a small piece of bait you have.
Doesn't matter. That's just wishful thinking. It's a circle hook. That rod needs to go almost in half.
In half? Oh.
Want to go back and look at the videos, Kevin?
I thought
Go back and look at the video.
we were trout fishing. Sorry. Apparently my eyes are not adjusting.
Kid thinks he knows everything.
I do. Not. No one in the world knows everything. The only person in the world doesn't even know everything.
I mean, the worst case scenario, by missing these little things, what you're missing is a bullhead. You're not going to miss a carp. You're not going to miss a big cat if you wait for the takedown. So just wait for the takedown. The amount of big fish I've caught by setting a hook on them, I can count on one hand. The fact that it's pulling and snapping back tells me it's not a big fish. No. Stand up. You're going to catch that little bullhead. That's all you're going to catch.
I want to catch him. He was just sucking
Well, you
on
cast your little rod over next to it then and catch him on your little rod.
Sure.
I want him to pick at it until a big fish comes along and takes it. Get your own rod, kid. That's right, Nolan. Listen to your elders. No one's telling you how to do it. He said, be patient. Oh, there was a good hit there. Come on.
It whipped me. I opened the hose.
Yeah, he's got tons of excuses, Tim. His eyes are not adjusted.
Please. You said you're getting bad with your eyes. Last time we went salmon fishing, you said you saw like 25 salmon. I didn't even see a single salmon.
Yeah, my eyes, there's a lot of things I can't see. But you put me on a salmon river, man, I don't know what it is about it. I can pick them out. I can pick them out real quick. He didn't believe me. At first cast, I hooked one. Remember that? I was like, right there, just cast. And immediately there was one on.
You said,
And I even said it to him, and like I was second guessing myself. Like, I don't even know if that one really was a salmon. But it's just like an instinct. It's just some type of a flash you see in the water. I'm like, that's a salmon.
people kept saying salmon on your left, salmon on your right. I'm like, well, is this true?
Yeah.
Are you telling me the truth?
Yeah, they definitely look, they're camouflaged in there with those rocks. Man, that's probably 2 bullheads.
Where's the twine?
I put in my backpack in the big pocket.
Oh.
Well, we'll stay till we catch a bullhead then. I don't care. We need a fish.
Sure.
I'm not getting skunked. Unless Mom starts yelling at us. Then we might get skunked. I didn't eat dinner yet. I'm kind of hungry too. Yellow Shirt Dad, welcome in. John's in on, man. We gotta get out of here soon. All the characters are starting to roll in. All the shady people are starting to show up. Things are gonna go downhill.
You have pliers? So
I'm in my pocket. Thanks for coming in, John and Gene. Appreciate it. Another 2 great channels to check out. Yellow Shirt Dad.
Yeah, Yellow Shirt Dad.
He tells well, yeah, I know he's got other content out there, but I love his jokes. He's got a joke of the day. Comes out with a couple of jokes every day. Lyle's a huge fan of those as well. And John, if you don't know John, I mean, pretty much the best sound track videos you can find on YouTube. Awesome nonstop action. Him and his wife guy down in Florida, Captain Lindia.
For fishing?
And they do bass and crappie. Yep. There we go. Got that line. Bullhead's back. Tapping on your rod. Yep. Oh.
Ooh, what's that? You on? Yep. Carp? You on?
Might be snagged. Snagged up.
You.
Still pulling though, he's there.
Yes?
Yep, he's there.
You want me to swim out?
No,
It might be our only catch of the day.
I don't think it's a big fish. He's on. He's on there. I can feel him. But he's wrapped around that pole. The old bridge foundation.
Wow.
The circle hook, let's hope it holds and he unwinds himself there.
You did reel into it at first. So, as long as I know, that hook shouldn't be coming out.
This rod's going.
Well, the time, not. Oh. That jumps one more time. Keep that snag. At the end, I'll swim out and get it. You have a reason why? What's that going on there?
sure you set the hook really well on these carp. Try to get a different angle on it. I think the fish is off at this time. At least his lips are. First rod's getting whacked. Watch that one.
What?
Yeah, something.
That's his one thing. Hitting around. Is no. Oh, that's
Tripped again.
I'm pretty sure that's a sunfish stand.
Look ready. We wrap it up here. Are you ready? We might wrap it up here.
That's caught.
Where?
Jump all the way out.
All right. Let's get this one out down there.
That's not cool either.
Okay. I thought I saw something roll down there earlier. Let me put one down that way. And then I'll break and re-rig the other one. Go a little bit longer. What?
Can I break the other one off?
Yeah.
Thank you. You never let me do that. Let me fight a fish first. This is what it sounded like when we had that brown shark on. Exactly what it sounded like. Way faster and way more tough.
Don't cut your hand. Drop it right in the dang mud.
You lost it. That lost it. Broke.
I just hate that we chummed here the whole night and they're below us.
Probably lost because the current's so strong it's taking it.
Well, I don't know if that has anything to do with it. It is another good spot down there. It's just a harder spot to access.
You gotta go at Hoyt Park to
And then it
get that
closes
stuff.
at dark.
Yeah.
Like we'd already be getting chased out of the other spot. Come down here. I'll put my rod in your rod holder and you move your rod out of there.
So then I'll put like this rod one. Sure. Should I be on my hammer?
Yeah, I'm gonna cast straight down here. Oh, if I can get it down here. Now you got that.
I had you break that up. Now I can cast. I can't wait to see what's gonna happen. I thought that was a whole pile of blood, but it's just a pile of red leaves.
Might have to move the camera. Let's see. I'm gonna probably end up moving you guys a little bit just so you can actually see the rod that we're here to see.
No!
Last ditch effort before we go. We're gonna give that a few minutes down that lower spot. See if that goes off.
If it does, everybody has to.
We just saw a carp roll down there.
Don't. Make sure you say the word big.
Big carp.
Big fish. Someone in school someday was wearing a hat that said big fish. Isn't that a movie?
Big Fish is one of my favorite movies. Yep.
And I said, where did you get that from? The movie? Or one of them? And he said, no. I just went to a thing and I saw it and I bought it. Like, why are you wearing a hat if you don't know what it means?
Lady I worked with got, when I first went up to Alaska, she bought me that movie. She said I reminded her of that character. I'm kind of crazy like that.
Is there someone who you worked with went up to Alaska?
No, when I went up to Alaska, I was still young and I was working at the bank. When I was like in high school. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to move up to Alaska. And then 2 years later, I moved up to Alaska. She's like, oh, started guiding up there. She bought that movie for me. She's like, yes, who you remind me of, the person in this movie.
Here you go, just for free.
I didn't even know what the movie was, but yeah, it's one of my favorite movies. Great movie.
What is it like about?
It's about a guy who doesn't want to stay where he is in life. He wants to go out and explore and do all different things.
But he has to catch fish to survive.
So he's in this tiny, but it's like not based on reality. Like it's kind of like sci-fi because he basically falls into like heaven. Explain. Oh, we lost connection there. We're back. Hopefully you guys are back. Adventure of the Philippines. Welcome in, bud. Sorry I haven't been tracking you down the last few days. Been busy and we've been away this weekend. But I'll pop in and check you guys out soon again.
I hope.
Thanks for popping in. We're just about to close it up, but we just saw a big fish roll down below us. And I got the bait as close as I could on them, hoping there's a pod down there. So we'll give it a few more minutes. See if we can get
my rod's
a takedown here. It's been a
I
slow
just
night.
saw my rod having hit.
Yeah, your rod's getting tapped.
I'm gonna set it.
I would let it go. Well, it's up to you. It's your rod.
I'm gonna carefully.
What the heck is that? What kind of technique was that, Kevin?
Someone's technique.
That was like Catfish Curtis's rubbing technique. He has a technique where he rubs the rod. And I've had it work too. Like where a fish is interested, you just apply a little pressure to the rod and it does something with the bait that triggers the strike. Kind of did that with my muskie too. Move this. Get this in that cage so we don't forget it out here.
Make sure you leave it out though. Hey, you $100 for those cats.
Since we walked you guys in today on the live, I might walk you guys out on the live tonight. Take you up the dark trail.
Little rod just gets smooth. It was bent over.
What do you think of that hook set, John? Is he ready? Ready for Florida? Oh my gosh. Well, the ants found the cat bait.
Snap.
You think?
Surprised I hold up that long. Man, I was putting pressure too.
Gonna throw the rest of the bait out here. The
All
ants
of it?
Found it? Yeah, the ants found it.
What about the chicken liver?
The chicken liver I'll take home. I'll freeze that.
Put some salt in it.
Cook it up for dinner.
Here, can I throw some out? You create the...
There's a dead bee in the water.
Hold on, let me make sure.
I need to get another light system because I know you guys can't see nothing when I take my light, when I clean up around this. But I do need to get a little bit of stuff cleaned up. Tim said that was a little unconventional.
Am I ready though?
Are you ready? Yeah.
No, for like Florida.
Well, for fishing, yeah. You just need to learn to sit in a car for like 2 days. You can't sit
Is that how long it takes it?
Yeah, it's.
How about a plane?
You're gonna need to sleep.
How long does a plane take to get there? 7 hours?
Probably like 3 hours. What's a flight down to Florida? The problem is the flight, you got to drive to the airport, which is like an hour. You got to wait 4 hours at the airport.
So which one's longer?
I don't know, Kev. It's just the process of you sitting. I don't see you sitting in an airport for 3 hours. You can't sit in a car for an hour.
Yeah. Hey, I traveled 5 hours before.
Once.
10 times.
Once, and you've never done it since. Kevin does not like to sit in cars. Likes to stay busy. He's like who's it, BA from the A-Team. You gotta like put him on drugs and knock him out for him
Whoa.
to travel.
Where's my toe?
Yeah, watch what you're doing, okay?
Oh no.
Stop playing around. I don't
Why?
want you to take you home injured.
Does that count as an injury? A poke in my leg? On my hook?
Well, you know, if you get hurt, you can't go to school. That's it, no fishing. That's the deal.
I told your teacher which is more important, going to school or doing your homework.
No, you ask her what's more important to her. Say, teacher, what's more important to her? Going to school or fishing? Don't worry, guys. If I hear that rod go, I will be on it with the lights. Kevin will fight it. I will film him with the light behind it.
If you fight that, I'm going in the water and getting the net wreck.
No, you're going to have to fight it because I got to have the camera with the light behind it. With our professional setup here that we have. Slightly over budget.
Not over.
What do we have on this? Is this broken off or what do you got?
It's broken.
Okay, let's get that cleaned up.
Is it?
Okay. That's set up.
Someone tell me how to say hello in French.
Ask your mom. Your mom speaks French.
She does? Man, I never knew she knows such a language.
Your mom speaks French and I speak German.
Speak German right now. Say hello in German.
Ein Bier, bitte.
Say hello in Spanish. Spanish, hello.
Like 2 minutes. Let me see what time it is. We got to set a time limit here, Kath.
2 hours?
No.
That sounds good.
We.
2 hours, 25 minutes.
All right, good night, Tim. Fish head, good night.
When my person leaves, we're going home.
Spike his milk, Tim says.
Tim's
All right, let's pack this thing up. I'll keep it live for anyone hanging out, just so you can walk the trail with us here. I'll bring that rod in.
Can I?
No, I'm doing it.
Aww. You're mean.
The rig.
Not in.
Make sure all the rod holders are in.
I don't think I have a light, so. Bruh. I'm just waiting to stub my toe. I see a rod holder. And it's
Fishing creeks is tough. It's not like a lake where they, you know they're there. They can move around, and they do move around. Definitely challenging. But when you have a night like we had last Friday, it keeps you coming back for a while, even if it means you get skunked quite a few times. All right, let's figure out what we carried last time.
we carried.
I know I had the backpack on.
I know I carried some rods.
You have all 3 rods in the net?
Oh,
Where's your shoes? You need to get your shoes on
there's up
first?
there.
Okay, moving, guys, we're moving.
I carry all the rods.
Rods, and I think you had the net, right?
Yep.
Okay. I got the muddy bucket. Try not to face plant yourself.
Thank you. I will try to. Thank you for encouraging me.
Whoa!
Ha! Dummy.
Slippery. Whoa!
Whoa!
God. Careful, Cav. That's slippery. Oh, man.
Whoa.
Getting too old for this crap.
Oh, you telling me to be careful? Oh, hold on. Did you just trip 10 times?
Here's the bridge, guys. This is where we're fishing. The old rail bridge here.
You don't know me. My name's Joe Mama.
Okay, watch for glass there, buddy boy.
I'm totally.
I feel like we're missing something. Why is it? Oh, I guess we threw all the bait out. It's a lot lighter. A lot lighter than the trip down here.
I'm gonna break someone's neck.
I gotta adjust these legs here, this tripod. Sorry to bump you guys around here.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I was joking around and all of a sudden.
Pull these legs up or I'm gonna get stuck on these trees I gotta climb through in a minute. All right, here we go. Don't drag my net.
Ouch.
You're seriously dragging my net. Hold on. That's the dumbest way to carry that net I've ever seen. Put it down.
I'm not supposed to carry it.
I'll show you. Put it all the way down.
Oh, oh.
Stop, stop, stop. Put it down like this. Grab it through the material.
Through the material?
Like that.
You're smart.
Okay. We're on the trail.
Try not to get hit by a biker.
Try not to get hit by a night biker. Crazy night bikers.
And they're blinding me by looking behind me so someone can run over us any second. It's great to know.
Well, you stay in front of me. My light will hit you.
And then they'll see the shadow.
Well, your bald head. They'll see your bald head.
Hey, Mr. Clean.
Mr. Clean.
That's on the show.
It's from a commercial. Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean.
Does he have a bald head?
Yep.
So I'm Mr. Clean.
Yeah, Mr. Clean wears a white t-shirt. He's got a bald head. Boxcar Jerry said, watch out for mountain lions. What's going on, Boxcar?
When we left for Kalahari, we saw something like a mountain
Yeah,
lion.
we actually, I'm pretty sure we saw a bobcat run across our yard.
Or a lynx. The lynx that escaped like 4 years ago.
Or there was a lynx. It was a cross between a lynx and some type of a cat. Domesticated cat gotten loose a couple years ago. It was something weird like that.
And everybody said it died. Everybody saw like
right.
4 bobcats dead, and
The
then.
Nittany lion, Tim. The Nittany lion.
But I don't know. It didn't quite look like a bobcat.
Yeah, we
Mine
saw
was
it.
a little.
It was a deer ran across the street getting chased by this animal. And I know my animals pretty well. It was not a fox. It was not a coyote, because we have both of those around. Yeah, it looked like a bobcat. It had a real short tail on it. It was stocky, way bigger than a house cat. Or that lynx thing, because I know wild animals, but this lynx thing was like a domesticated cat that got on the loose. The lynx thing? It could have been. It was weird
there's
looking.
so much animals it could be. Like there's so much fish in the creeks. Like all those chub.
Keep going. I want you to stay ahead of me so I can keep the light on you. You're my reflector so people behind us see us. This trail gets a lot of bike traffic. Trust me, I know. I used to travel this thing all the time. And there'd always be these annoying fishermen walking down the trail in the dark. Walk out here to the bar. There's a bar right there.
Have you ever seen a penguin? You eating one
Right over behind those trees would be Spring Mountain Ski Resort.
Ugh.
If we were to keep going on this trail for like 30, 40, well, probably like 60 miles, we'd end up right at the Art Museum in Philadelphia.
Where we catfish.
Yeah, where we go catfishing. It's literally off the same trail. Just down in the city, and here we are in the sticks. Pennsylvania's crazy. There's the bathroom. Okay, almost there. Appreciate everybody coming in and watching, hanging out. Mud socks. Did he have mud socks on? She's used to it, Jerry. She's just happy he's not at home and happy he's going to school this year. There's a lot of history there, but he's going to school because he can't go to school, or he can't fish if he doesn't go to school. Probably shouldn't have shown you my license plate. Oh well. All right. Gonna wish everyone a good night. You want to say goodbye to everybody? Since I got the light on you, they can't see me.
Good night.
Right on. Right there. Perfect.
Good night.
Got a roast beef and your ein beer. Hapless. Did you get my one more beer, please? That's all I remember from Germany.
Mr. Cleaner.
All right, guys. Take care. You guys are awesome. Have a good night. I'm gonna go get
Peace.
some roast beef and ein beer.
Peace.
Peace out.
Peace.
See you, Bulk.